It's another edition of The Gallery, a woman's perspective. I am Shiju Alabi. In 2019, over 18 million people have had surgical and minimal invasive cosmetic procedure in the US alone. Body enhancement has found its way into Nigeria with a high acceptance rate despite cultural values. This is where the pendulum swings on the show this week. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Joining me on the show is Mrs. Tola Ajayi, a counselor. She's also a registered nurse. She's also had experience with people seeking body enhancement. And she's gone for trainings and all that, you know, to give us a view of what body enhancement is all about. You're welcome to the show, Mrs. Ajayi.
Thank you.
Let me just start with this. Why especially women resort to body enhancement? And if we may start, what is body enhancement?
Well, why? Let me look at why. Why are we putting on powder? Why are we putting on lipstick? Why are we dressed the way we're dressed? Why do we use jewelry? It's to enhance our beauty. And body enhancement is just a way of correcting some areas that are not so beautiful, or you know, that you're not so comfortable with. So you can just do something about it.
Now, you know, because sometimes we hear body enhancement, then we hear plastic surgery, then we hear cosmetic surgery. Is there a difference?
Well,
The difference between plastic surgery, cosmetic surgery?
Yeah, plastic surgery can be because of maybe there was an accident and you need to repair some things. Maybe, let's say, for instance, you had...
Like a burn?
Like a burn, yeah, you need to do plastic surgery to correct that. Cosmetic surgery, as the word implies, cosmetic is for you to look good. Looking good is good business. So the way you are dressed now, you're looking good. And that's what cosmetic surgery does.
I'm absorbing that compliment. Okay, because, you know, sometimes we do, I believe people do not actually understand, particularly women, you know, the need for it. Because at a point, like you said, plastic surgery may be a resultant effect of an accident.
Yeah.
And there is a major cut or you know, fault where it's visible, and people actually do feel uncomfortable
yeah.
with that. And but like I said earlier, it's usually women that I believe have this issue. But is cosmetic surgery truly necessary, or some people, not only women now, because men do it, use it as an excuse to fulfill maybe a selfish or superficial need?
Oh, well, there are different reasons why people go into cosmetic surgery. Some people to boost their self-esteem. I remember a particular lady, a young lady, her breasts were just not developed. It was flat. So you can imagine someone like that.
A mature woman you're talking about.
Matured woman, yes, matured. There's no way she can go swimming with her mates. There's no way she can, you know, in some instances where you need to undress where other people are. And even for her to be able to have a good relationship, because no man is going to look at her and like, are you a man? Because the breasts are not just developed.
Wow.
So for someone like that, for her to be able to improve her self-esteem, she needed to do something. And I remembered when she had the breast implant and she bought her first bra, she sent a picture and said, have a look. And I'm like, wow, this is really nice. You know, comparing the first picture and the new one, they're just world of a difference. So in some instances, it's to boost self-esteem. And in other parts, it's because maybe they want to belong. I just want people to notice me. Because if you have everything in the right proportion and you want to add to it, then you ask yourself, why am I doing it? I look at cosmetic surgery, I look at body enhancement as something that if you need it, you need it. In some instances, you have some people that have extra large breasts.
That can be uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable, sometimes painful, and sometimes embarrassing. And they needed to do something with it. It's a good thing if you have the breast and you have the body to carry it. Some people actually enjoy that and they flaunt it, you know, and all that with good bra. They can flaunt it anywhere. But for some people, it's very, very uncomfortable. You have a small waist and you have extra breast. Oh my God, it can be uncomfortable. So for someone like that, if she requests to do something, I would say, why not? Go ahead and do it.
So what you're saying now is that it's not just the enlargement, it can also be the reduction of
it. Can be reduction.
And there's so many types of this cosmetic surgery, or body enhancement techniques. I understand there's a liposuction.
There is liposuction,
there
yes.
A genital enlargement.
Yes.
There is even skin whitening.
Yes.
That is also...
It's body enhancement,
yes, because nowadays the cream that old people were using then is no longer
it's
the
not
in
applicable.
thing.
It's not
and
applicable
it's even
any
a
longer.
fad. I wonder, is it something psychological?
Well, you know, for some people, it's difficult to know where it is a mental issue. Because some people actually, it's a mental problem. That they just needed to do something. They will have to fix the nose, they have to fix the lips, they have to fix the hair, fix anything fixable. So where do you draw the line that is becoming a mental issue? I know you know in your introduction you mentioned in America. In some developed countries, people go to the clinics and they do surgery like every 3 months.
Whoa.
They just need to do something. At a point, you see them looking like, you know, in fact, totally different from the same person. They've done the lips several times, they've done the nose several times, and they're now looking so horrible. So, where do you draw the line? Where do you know whether this is a mental issue or not? But for some people, they just want to add a little to somewhere, maybe just to pad the breast or the bum, you know, in a little way. But when it comes to, for instance, your bum is like this, you want to add to it to become like this. Why do you need to do that? That's the question.
Pressure. I think sometimes it's peer pressure.
Or sometimes they just want to be noticed. Yeah, because if your bum is like this, and you are adding to it to make it like this, and your waist is so small, you're walking somewhere, everybody's looking at you. You're at the airport, you're coming down from the plane, everybody's, you know, who is this? Who is this?
Sometimes
everybody wants to see.
So that I want to believe that could be psychological. So the need for attention.
Attention, yeah.
The need for attention.
So that's when you know that sometimes it could be a mental problem.
Yeah.
But for some people, they just want to add a bit to maybe the breast, a bit to the bum, just to be able to enhance the beauty in a way. That's okay, as long as it's not going beyond what is norm.
Can this also have, you know, anything to do with maybe profession?
Well, it could be.
Like the person's profession.
It could be.
Like,
it could be.
air hostesses,
it
like
could be.
actresses, like,
yeah, people in the media and all that.
Nobody sees anybody in the media. No, that was on a lighter note. Yes.
It could be. It could be.
So sometimes it's just to boost your leverage,
yeah,
you know, in whatever it is that you're doing.
It's not even about the profession. They just want to look good. They just want to look good. Maybe you just feel uncomfortable with a part of your body that you need to do something about it. For instance, if you've had children and you have a large tummy and you've done everything that you can do.
All exercises.
And it's not working. And it's difficult for you to, you know, to get yourself fitted in clothes then you need to do something about your tummy, maybe just to remove some fats. You know, they can just do liposuction. Liposuction, it's easy because they're just removing some fats out of that place, you know. But the other one is, if you want to do a tummy tuck, for instance, is more than liposuction. It's just more than you're removing fats, because you have to do some, you know, cutting and all that just to make your tummy flat.
You know, because sometimes, you know, besides the surgery, people also take body enhancement products. You know, they ingest, and I will need that you enumerate on this, you know, and are there dire health implications? But before you answer that, I want you to hold a thought. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back. It's still The Gallery, a woman's perspective. And here we talk everything and anything about women. Today, it's body enhancement. And with me in the house is Mrs. Tola Ajayi, very, educated in this area, because she's gone for many trainings concerning this. Now, before we went on that short break, I did ask that besides the surgery, people do ingest, you know, products for body enhancement. I mean, can you also enumerate on this, and are there health implications? Because you just don't put things in, and sometimes it does go the other way.
Yeah, I agree. Nowadays, we see a lot of people that have gone from a particular color to another color. And you'll be wondering, I see a lot of people, even on Instagram, they'll tell you they are selling creams. Actually, they're selling creams to other people who are not aware of what is going on. They have done more than cream. They do injection. Okay. They take injection into the vein, and it whitens the skin. The effect, maybe, I don't know, maybe not now, maybe in future, because sometimes we don't know, you know, a lot of things are happening nowadays that we don't know what is going to happen in future concerning the decision that they have taken today. So, but taking injection to whiten one's skin, I don't know about it. I don't know so much about it, that, but people are doing it. It's working for them. But the thing is, I want people to be able to ask themselves, why am I doing this? Because what's going to happen if you do that now, maybe 5 years, 10 years, then you're 50, what happens? Are you going to continue to take the injection to sustain that color? Or is it something that you're going to take forever, or you're going to stop at a particular time? What's going to happen? Because maybe there's no study on it now of the effect in 10, in 20 years. And so it's very unfortunate, because if you don't have a study on it, then you don't know what's going to happen to you in some years to come.
So the answer is suit yourself.
Suit yourself, yeah. Everything in life is about what you want to do.
It's about choice.
But just make sure that you know why you're doing it. And ask yourself, are there health implications?
Yes.
What's going to happen to me in 20 years? Yes. You know, after all the...
Even in 10 years.
Yeah, after all the shows, because by the time you're 60...
the show is over.
It's over.
The show is over.
It's over.
Yes. I mean, I also have another question. Why is body enhancement becoming popular in our environment, considering our culture and values?
Culture and values, do we still have them? Because that's the question I ask. Unfortunately, values, cultures in our environment is it's going away, because nowadays I see a lot of people that don't even understand what value is. They don't even know what our culture is. The parents that are supposed to put the culture into them are also in the same category. Now it's about what is going on all over the world, you know. it's our culture that when I see someone who is older than me, as a Yoruba lady, to greet and kneel. That's not happening again. So if you look at it from that angle, culture is no more what it used to be. Values are now different because majority of our children now are into values that they have borrowed from somewhere. They've borrowed values
Imported,
from
like we
imported
import a lot of
values.
things.
Yeah,
Yes.
unfortunately.
So, but I also believe that many a time it's because of our travels, you know, and the way we've all spread all over the world, and of course we inculcate some of their behavior
Yeah.
and some of their
And internet too has
values as well.
has something to do with it, because you don't even have to go anywhere. You have friends all over the world on social media.
All you
and
need is your handheld.
It's yeah, you have never met, but it's like your world is in their own world.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, they are not taking our own world, but we are taking their
Theirs.
own world, and it's really eroding our values, taking away all the things that we know that we know as sacred. It's taking them away from us, unfortunately.
It's been another great pleasure having you come on the show.
Thank you.
On the gallery, A Woman's Perspective. Body enhancement. It has caught on, and that's why we needed to treat it,
It is.
on the show. And well, like you said, for some, it's okay.
Yeah.
For some, it is not.
Yeah.
So we wish everybody well.
Yeah.
So while you're making your choice, do make a good choice.
But one thing that I want to say is, if you have to do any body enhancement, please look out for safety. That's number one. We've lost a lot of people because of the choices that they've made in the people that they go to, to do the surgery for them. Maybe they're looking in terms of the cost. They don't actually look into the surgeon. They don't actually study who the person is. What has it done? How many casualties? Safety is number one in cosmetic surgery. And it's your responsibility to study the surgeon very well before you submit yourself under his knife.
Thank you, Mrs. Tolajayi, for coming on the show. And as you've heard, it's one man's food is another's poison. Many thanks. We'll be back shortly. It's time for the etiquette corner. Who is our Siseko this week? Do find out.
A renowned pharmacist and politician, Uzamat Akimbile Yusuf, is presently a member of the State Executive Council as Honorable Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture. At different times, she was the Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, as well as Wealth Creation and Employment. She holds a bachelor's degree in pharmacy from the University of Lagos and Doctor of Social Work from the Institute of Social Work of Nigeria. She is a member of the Association of Ladies Pharmacists Society, ALPS, National Association of Social Workers of Nigeria, and Pharmacists Society of Nigeria.
Well, I want to believe it's been another brilliant edition on the gallery, The Woman's Perspective. Next week, we will be here again with another guest talking issues concerning women. I am Shiju Alabi. Do stay safe and stay well.